Hi there. I'm just wondering, what time do you watch my YouTube channel? Do you watch at night with your partner? Do you watch it in the morning? Or do you watch it at the office? What time and where do you watch? I know the topics have not gotten to that hot, the kawaida Mombasa Raha business you know me for. My name is Getrude Mungai and I'm a lifestyle designer on sex and relationships. Welcome to Marriage is a Scam with a Cherry on Top. I know so many people have had an issue with my topic. Let me explain. Have you turned anywhere, social media, mainstream TV, even newspapers, and had anything positive about marriage? You know I'm a marriage crusader, so some of you are wondering, why the topic marriage is a scam? Let me tell you something. For a very long time, I used to fight this, and that's why I became a marriage crusader. Everywhere I turn, there's all this negativity about marriage. So I listen, and yes, I agree. So many of you are married and you're feeling scam. You feel like you didn't get what you expected. You're not getting even half of what you expected in a marriage. Maybe you're feeling the same and your spouse is feeling the same too. And the ones who are about to get married, they're seeing all these issues and problems in marriage. So you concluded, I don't want to be scammed. I don't want to have this issue, so I'm not going to get married. I'm here to encourage you because for every marriage, there is a cherry on top. There is the sweetness. Kuna raha ile inabamba. Tumelewana, and that's why I came up with marriage is a scam, but there's the cherry on top. Okay, so I'm going to be covering so many topics because it's not just about sex. It's not just about Mombasa Raha. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with Mombasa Raha or sex. You have your Mr. Victor, she has her Miss Victoria. When you add, you go to Mombasa Raha and there's no issue. You don't even have to have feelings. And that's why you have different forms of sex. But the issue is everything else when it comes to communication. How she wants to be loved, how he wants to be respected, how, things are supposed to go, finances, in-laws, so many other things which are interfering with our marriages. We don't even enjoy the most beautiful gift in marriage, which is sex or Mombasa Raha. And that's why I came up with marriage is a scam with a cherry on top. Because we're not going to stop getting married. We'll have weddings each and every day. We're not going to stop dating, And the ones who've been dating forever, they've been living forever, they are also feeling scammed. Because that's even a bigger mess. I'll make a topic out of that. Today, we are talking about, the topic is men want peace. I'm sure you've heard that many, many times. Women are the ones who go for these sessions, and I'm not even talking about the bridal showers I normally do, because that is just to send her off with some nice tricks and techniques. But I'm telling you about the kind of trainings or the conversations a girl is given, in church, by the mother, by the aunties, even by men. Even in the Bible, it's there. I can't remember exactly the verse or the book, but when it's I think it goes like it's better to live on a rooftop than to live with a quarrelsome wife. It's being preached and announced everywhere because at the end of the day, men want peace so they can thrive in their families. They can thrive at their workplace. When they come to the house, they want their good food. They want their good sex so they can recharge and go out there and do what they need to do. When they come home, they want to come and find a clean house. Yes, they want to interact with their children, but not as much as we do most of the time. And I've learned this from so many men. Maybe if you made a deal with them, I know this is so weird. You have to make a deal with your husband to help the kids with homework. Otherwise, as a wife, it will be your job. You will cook, you will clean, you will do everything, supervise the helper, and do homework. So if he knows, I come home, I sit with my son and my daughter, or whoever, and then do homework, I eat my good food. I don't have to deal with whatever it is. I go to the house. My wife has put on a nice lingerie negligee, and according to them, we should always be ready for sex, and they just enjoy their peace and enjoy their life. And if you need anything, your approach, should be calm, nice, and welcoming to correct whatever it is you need to correct. If he messed up, feed him fast, make him comfortable, and ladies, all this. You know how to give peace to a man. You know your man. You know what exactly he wants. Why don't you give them? Now this is to men. Guys, peace is created. It's not just given. It's created. The environment, you as a man also, has to make the environment conducive for her to give you peace. Now, these are some of the things people do not like to hear. They don't like to hear these kind of things. It's always me. I want this, I want that. Now, mukikuwa nyote mkonobirika, unachukua, unaweka na unaitisha, nobody's going to have peace. Not the man, not the woman, not the children. None of you in that particular family wants to have peace. Now, let me speak as a woman who has interacted with so many other women. For over 17 years, I have done this. We know our men and we know what they want. Why don't we give it to them? There's no way, guys, you're going to have peace at home if you don't even see her. You don't even recognize who she is. You come, you go about your business. When you leave, you have left. When you come, you have come. You don't even recognize who she is and what she does for you in the house. That will not even create a war zone in the house. It will just make the house cold. And a cold house is not peaceful. Let me make something clear. Many times, so many people think, when I go to the house, when I go to my home, because we have agreed, we turn our houses into a home. Nobody wants to just go to a house. You want to go to a home with your family. Yeah? If you go and it's cold, that's not peace either. Because to me, peace is not just about throwing words, fighting, sulking and stuff like that. Sometimes you come to a very cold person. That's not peaceful. Okay, so just because she's not saying anything, it doesn't mean you have peace. So, you will never ever have peace if she has asked you to do something over and over and over again and you don't do it. And not because you have a good reason not to do it. Can I give an example? And I'm not talking about simple things as changing bulbs, maybe even changing tires or even taking the car to service. Women have come around and they're able to do that. There's so many other things. Yeah. And majority of the men sitting down and discussing these intimate or important major issues or major things which concern your family, majority of the men, they wouldn't. They would either come late, they will not avail themselves, and if you talk, they will just sit there like a zombie. You say what you need to say, and then you conclude, you fill in the gaps. That is not going to give you peace in the house. It is not going to give you peace. I'm really trying to avoid mipango za kando, because it's such a cliche. This has been thrown all over the place. And it's one of the biggest obvious reasons why men don't have peace at home. When I know you definitely have another woman, I have the evidence. And people these days, they don't just confront the men until they show the evidence. I am 100% sure this woman exists. Whether you want to talk about it or not, I know there's no way you're going to have peace in the house. Like I say, and I say this over and over again, peace is created. Okay? You're not going to have peace. We are homemakers. Even career women. The home is their turf. They're in charge of the home. If I have an issue, and this has happened so many times, I have an issue with a house help, you side with the house help. It's not going to give you peace in the house. We've agreed on certain bills to be paid. You don't pay them for one reason or another. I don't know what your reasons are. And if you have a good reason, because yes, sometimes even you go through hard times, but have you communicated to your wife? Ama, you made a deal, you're going to be paying this and this. You're not able to pay, you don't pay, and you don't say anything. She does not understand what is going on. Because not every couple. Before, I used to think every couple is transparent when it comes to finances. And I've said this again many times. Finances break so many marriages than affairs. Finances. Yeah? So, you're not able to pay, come clean. Please don't tell me there's an ego thing. If you're not able to pay, you're not able to pay. And I'm not talking about a girlfriend here where you have to put up appearances. I'm talking about your wife. You're building this life together. You're planning for the future. You're not able to do this. What's so hard about you sitting down and, just talking about what you're not able to do? Even if you've had other issues with payments, money before. What's so wrong with that? Peace is created. So I'm going to give you a tip. And this is my cherry on top for this particular episode. You guys have no idea what women can do over and above. You have no clue. Treat her right. Love her the way she wants to be loved. Ata mdanganyi woye. I have said this many times, and every time I'm about to give this scenario, I'm afraid somebody is just going to take it out of context. I think gumzo mtaani ni rahisi sana kudanganya mwanamke. I agree. Ni rahisi sana kumdanganya mwanamke, and for you to get away with stuff. All you have to do is just speak her style of love. I didn't say language of love. That has been discussed. I even discussed it in this particular channel. Love her the way she wants to be loved. Because if you do that, you'll be meeting her at her point of love. And the minute you do that, you will get away with murder. And we'll have a lot more topics on this. If she's the kind of a person who loves to be loved practically, come down to her level and love her practically. If she's the kind of a person who loves to be loved emotionally, because she's an emotional person, meet her there. If she loves the physical things, go ahead and do that. If she loves to be loved by her mind, because she knows she's smart and she can bring a lot. And these days women say, you're asking me what I bring to my table. I am the table. If she is the table, meet her there and see how peaceful your life is going to be. Do not fight her. Many times, men from wherever they're coming from, and this has been discussed many times, they didn't have a father figure, they didn't have a man present, so they have a lot of issues. They have so many issues. Now, they are bringing those issues from the families they're coming from to this other family, and there's no peace in the home. Watch out for my other episodes of how to love her the way she wants, her style of love, how to meet her at her point of love. We'll discuss a lot on that topic. But for now, every time you want to have peace at your home, create one fast, and it will be so peaceful. My name is Getrude Mungai. I'm a lifestyle designer on sex and relationships. Please comment on the topic. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, Twitter, Facebook. Better yet, subscribe. Oh yeah, and TikTok. I've been singing and dancing. You have to follow me on TikTok. And the most importantly, subscribe to this channel. I need to know you're there. and if you talk to me, then me and you can do this. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.